back to my channel. So as you can see by the title, today we are going to be talking about postpartum and kind of more in depth as to like what happens and my journey postpartum. So to begin with, postpartum, it's a real thing, guys. Like, people used to always say, oh, postpartum this, postpartum that, postpartum's hard. And until I personally experienced it, I was like, wow, like it's literally inevitable. It's just something that us women go through after we have our child. And it's crazy because, you know, our body endures so much. One, going through pregnancy, blowing up, all our organs shifting, our uterus growing huge to be a home to that baby that we have, and then giving birth. That changes us, one, physically, and two, mentally and internally. Like, we have to heal from giving birth and from everything shifting. So it's just literally a huge adjustment. So I wrote some notes down, you know, so I don't get off track, because I could talk. But there's different types of postpartum. There's postpartum blues, postpartum depression, and I think there's another one. I'm gonna insert a picture of different postpartum things. So postpartum is really, well, for me, it was like an up and down roller coaster. So some days I was okay, some days I literally was not. I felt overwhelmed and I felt like disconnected from myself and disconnected from others. Like, I would just feel disconnected. Like, I don't know if that makes sense, but it's just a roller coaster. Like, some days, sorry, my baby's coughing, but some days you're good, which today is a good day because your girl, you know, she did her little hair, she got a little braid going on, she got a couple little braids going on, you know. But anyways, yeah, some days are really good, and then let's say the next day can be just a day where you just feel overwhelmed and you're just disconnected. It's crazy because it's just such a roller coaster of emotions, and it really kind of is very different, and it's definitely an adjustment. So to start off my journey postpartum, once we got discharged from the hospital, I immediately started with the migraines. So right when we got discharged from the hospital, I immediately had a migraine in the car on the way home. It was so odd, and I think it was just like, one, the change of scenery. I mean, finally going home from the hospital, maybe I had, I don't know, maybe anxiety from that, and I guess just being outside after I hadn't been outside for 3 days just all hit me at once, and I started with the migraines like this. Once I got in the car, I had the worst migraine. It was terrible because, you know, my C-section was hurting, it was sore, but it wasn't too bad. What was killing me was that freaking migraine. Those are terrible. So yeah, that was one thing that I suffered. I suffered with migraines for about like, I want to say almost a whole week after I gave birth to Jessiel and we got discharged from the hospital. I was suffering with really bad migraines. My medicine wasn't helping. I would take ibuprofen, Tylenol, hydrocodone, and I was also, my mom had bought me this peppermint essential oil to put on my temples, back of my ears, on my neck, and the peppermint oil would help, but it just, I was still really getting them. So that was super unfortunate, and apparently postpartum migraines is a thing. I had a friend comment on one of my tweets saying that she also experienced postpartum migraines, and then she was giving me just a couple tips here and there. So yeah, that is one thing that I experienced, which was super unfortunate. And I was also very emotional. I had my days where I was super happy, and then I had moments where it was just like like, it was just crazy. And I think also the emotion comes from like, you finally have your baby outside of your body, and it's crazy because it's like, I really made this, like, this is my baby, this is my child. And so you become overwhelmed with joy, you become emotional and all of that. And also I think the mom life can sometimes be a bit overwhelming, but it's the best thing in the world. Honestly, I love being a mom. Like I said, I mean, I feel like I was meant to be a mother, so I love this, but sometimes it is overwhelming. You know, you have to adjust to it because you're not used to having a baby with you. You're used to probably being home or just being with your boyfriend and not having a little life to take care of that needs you 24/7. So it's definitely an adjustment. All right, pause. If you haven't liked this video, go ahead and please like this video. I see you watching this video without liking it, commenting, or hitting that subscribe button down there. I'll give you guys a moment. Subscribe, please. And don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. I got you. I'm here to remind you, okay? So yeah, it's a very emotional thing. Some women have it a lot harder than other women. They are just very sad, very overwhelmed. And it's different for all women. All women go through postpartum, but some it hits harder, some it doesn't hit too hard. Some are just super emotional, some are, it's literally just like a, maybe she'll get this, maybe she'll get that. So my experience won't be the same as yours. Other women experiences won't be the same as yours or another one. I might have similar things, but it won't always be the same. So one thing I want to discuss is going out postpartum. So when we got discharged from the hospital, we got discharged on a Wednesday, and I had scheduled my baby's first pediatrician appointment that Thursday. So the day after we got discharged, we had a pediatrician appointment, which big mistake, because I definitely shouldn't have done that. That day that we woke up for the pediatrician's office, I was feeling all right. You know, I wasn't feeling my best. I mean, it was the day after I just got discharged from the hospital, so I was feeling okay, and I did wake up with a slight headache, so I already knew, like, oh my gosh. So I took my medications before we left the house, just in case, you know. We got in the car, we put baby in the car, and immediately I started getting a migraine. Like, I could feel it increasing. So I'm trying to be okay in the car, you know, just be normal. So we get to the pediatrician's office, and we're waiting in the parking lot for them to call us in, because you know, the whole COVID situation. But we're waiting for them to call us in, and I'm just really like just trying to be like, you're fine, you're gonna be okay, just don't think about the migraine. So they call us in, and when we go into the pediatrician's office, they put us in a room, right? And right when I get in that room, like, I just have the worst migraine. The worst migraine. So the nurse is talking to me and my boyfriend and telling us, like, you know, how the whole process is gonna go. And then afterwards, the doctor comes in and he's talking to us. So as the doctor's talking to us, I just get this feeling of nausea overcome me. And I literally asked, I was like, do you have a bag? And so they gave me a bucket, and like, I just felt horrible. Like, I felt terrible. So I was holding the bucket in front of me, just holding it, because I just felt like I wasn't feeling good at all. So then I think 5 minutes go by, and I actually do throw up, and I just wasn't feeling good. I looked pale, I looked out of it. I think I had a little bit of sweats to me. And then, like, I just wasn't feeling good. So even the doctor was like, are you okay? You don't look too good. You know, they were probably worried. They're like, oh my gosh, COVID. But no, I was literally just probably my migraine that caused the nausea, because it was so intense. And I just wasn't feeling good at all, which my mistake. I shouldn't have freaking planned a pediatrician's appointment the day after we got discharged. Yeah. But yeah, so that was my first outing. My second outing was me and my boyfriend had decided that we wanted to paint some canvases. So we planned to go to Michael's and Home Goods. And I think this was about like 5 days after we got discharged. I mean, we had been locked up in the house, you know, just when you're locked up inside somewhere, you just want to be free, you know, like, whew, jeez. Like, we want to be free. Like, we were quarantined in the house for about 2 weeks, so we were in the house. Then I gave birth. We were stuck in the hospital. Now we had a baby, and then we're stuck at home with the baby and just stuck here, you know, because the whole COVID thing's going on, and we have a newborn. So we decide to go to Michael's, and we take the baby. Of course, we did the necessary precautions, like baby's covered, everything. We have our masks and everything. So, I just felt so good that morning. I get ready, I'm like, yes, this is such a good postpartum day. I got super cute. I planned to take pictures with Jaciel. I plan to just have a great day. So I also took my medication because I was like, okay, I don't want no headache to start up. I want this day to go okay. So, all right, so we get in the car and my boyfriend's driving, and as he's driving, I'm just like, what is that? I start feeling the hints of a headache. So once you start feeling that hints of a headache, once I started feeling that hints of a headache, I was like, oh my gosh, this can't be real. Like, this cannot be it. Like, I just felt so good that day, and then now I'm freaking getting another freaking headache / migraine. Like, this is no. So I tried to fight it, tried not to think about it. Me and my boyfriend stopped at Chick-fil-A. I figured maybe it was just because I was hungry, so I thought maybe some food would help me feel better. No, food did not help, okay? So, crazy. So we go into Michael's, and Michael's is like an art decor home craft store. So we go into Michael's and we're walking, and I feel fine, you know, I'm pushing the stroller, I'm okay, and then my migraine starts getting stronger slowly. And then also I feel hot, very, very hot. Like it's hot up in here. And so I asked my boyfriend, I was like, are you hot? Because it's hot. And he's like, no, I'm fine. And so I was just like, okay. So I just literally, and then I was just like, okay, so maybe it's just me. Like, I need to calm down. Like, I need to whoosah, because something's going on. And so I literally tried not to focus on the negative, tried to be positive, you know. But then I started sweating. Like, I could just, my forehead was cold. The back of my neck was cold. So I was just like, like, what's going on? Like, I don't feel good. Like, this is weird. And then I started also feeling a little bit of nauseous, like nausea overcome me, and I was just like, oh my gosh, this is not what's up. Like, what is going on? So we're looking at the canvases, and I told my boyfriend, hey, I'm just gonna walk around with the stroller with Ja, and we're just gonna go through the aisles because I feel like I just need to walk. Like, I just need to walk. So I walked, and I'm just like pep talking myself the whole time because I'm sweating, I feel hot, I feel a little nauseous, and I have a freaking migraine. So I wasn't feeling good. So my boyfriend picks out the canvases, we pick out some paint, the brushes, whatever, we go check out, and then home decor is right next to Michael's. So I pushed myself to go to Home Goods after Michael's, even though I knew I wasn't feeling good. Side note, do not push yourself to do something you don't feel comfortable with. I really tried to push myself because I was like, no, I can do this. Like, I want to do this. I want to do this. Mind you, I had just had a baby 5 days ago. I should have put that into my head, because if you're not feeling good and you know it's not going to go well, then don't do it, you know? So we go to Home Goods, and we're in Home Goods, and in Home Goods, I just don't feel good. I feel overwhelmed. I feel like I start getting anxiety. Like, I'm just like, I have the mask on, I feel like I really can't breathe, and like I just don't feel good at all. I think I kind of started getting the hints of an anxiety attack. I think it was just too much for me postpartum, you know, and it was baby's first outing with us. Have you liked this video? Have you subscribed yet? Just wanted to check in with you for the second time. And baby Ja also wanted to check in. He was feeling a little fushy, right, baby? He was feeling a little fushy. So tell them, have you subscribed to mommy's channel yet? Have you? So yeah, if you haven't, don't forget to like this video, and please subscribe, and definitely hit that bell button to be notified whenever I post. Say bye, guys. Bye. So yeah, I just didn't feel good at all. So I told my boyfriend, like, I'm not feeling good at all. Like, this isn't, like, this is too much for me. Like, this is too much. I even started getting a little emotional when I was in Home Goods, started tearing up a little. I just think overall I kind of just had an anxiety attack, and it was terrible. So he just says, all right, and we decide to leave Home Goods. We get in the car, and when we get in the car, I'm automatically just kind of disappointed in myself, because, which is dumb. I know it's dumb, because girl, you're just 5 days postpartum. Like, when I look back at it, I'm like, I wish I could, girl, take it slow, you know? But I just be wanting to do the most, you know? I really be wanting to push myself. Like, I just want to be okay. So I get in the car and I'm automatically disappointed in myself. I'm super upset. I'm so sad. We get home and go to the room and I'm an emotional wreck. So I put an ice pack on my head and I'm just an emotional wreck because I wanted to be okay so bad. I felt so great that morning. I felt so motivated to have a good day, and then all of a sudden I get a migraine and then I have an anxiety attack and I don't feel okay. And I also felt bad because, you know, like that was like our first family outing and I wanted to go out. I wanted to, you know, have fun. I wanted to just, I don't know, like it was just, and even though it was just going to the store and getting a couple things and then coming back home, like I wanted to enjoy my time out, you know? And so I was just so disappointed. I couldn't stop crying for like 20-25 minutes. I was just a mess. You know, my boyfriend pep talked me. My mom had came over to drop off some stuff, so she saw that I was upset. So she also tried to like pep talk me and tell me like, you know, like you're okay, like it's only been a couple days and blah 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 blah. It was like what, 3 days and I got discharged. It was probably 8 days since I had given birth to Jasiel. So they were just telling me like it's only been like about a week, like you need to take it slow, like you're okay, this is just part of postpartum. The reason why you're crying so much is part of postpartum, which it's true because I really couldn't stop crying. Like I was just so emotional, so upset, you know, so disappointed in myself because I really, really wanted to try and do it and go out, you know? So my advice to you guys is postpartum is weird. It's a roller coaster. Some days you're gonna have your good days, some days you're gonna have bad days, sometimes you're gonna feel overwhelmed, sometimes you're gonna be like, I feel great, you know? Some days you're not gonna have it. There's gonna be moments where you're just upset. There's gonna be moments when you're in your head too much, but all I can say is focus on the positive. Like, we're all gonna get through it. We're all gonna get through postpartum, mamas. Like, we're gonna get through it. And if you suffer through postpartum depression and it does become severe, definitely communicate what you're going through with someone. Do not hold it in. Do not, because that's when it can get bad, you know? So definitely communicate with someone, reach out to someone, talk to your family, your partner, your OBGYN. Your OBGYN, ooh, pause, baby duty. Yeah, talk to your OBGYN. Your OBGYN is there to help you. She knows what you just went through. You saw her before with your pregnancy appointments and you're gonna see her after postpartum just because she wants to make sure you're okay. You know, so talk to her. Tell her, you know, I'm going through this. I'm still upset. I'm not feeling myself, blah, blah, blah. And if she diagnoses you as postpartum depression, you can get help. You can probably talk to a therapist. You can get medication for it. You know, there is ways to help you. So please don't keep quiet about how you're feeling. Express, communicate, tell the people you love, because at the end of the day, that is what is gonna help. It's kind of a big thing our bodies experience physically and mentally and emotionally. Like I said, we go through a lot. Being pregnant for 9-10 months and then having our baby and then also healing, it literally is a lot. So definitely reach out. I remember, I think after that outing at Michael's and Home Goods, I think a couple days later, I had my first postpartum appointment with my OB, and you know, she checked up on me, she checked my C-section, she said everything looks amazing, it looks so good, I'm healing well. And then in about, at 6 weeks postpartum, she's gonna clear me to be a normal human being again. So meaning I'll be able to go about working out again and, you know, just being myself again and doing lifting and all that stuff. Right now I am 4 weeks postpartum, so, you know, I'm still there, but I'm getting there. I'm getting through it and I'm almost cleared, okay? Fingers crossed, almost cleared. But yeah, I ended up telling her like the incident that happened when I went to Michael's and Home Goods, and she said, you know, that's completely normal. Like, we're not used to, we go through a lot, so when we go out, it can be a little overwhelming, especially since we have this COVID thing. She said probably all that was in my head, and I got an anxiety attack, and it was just super overwhelming. So her recommendation is go out, walk around, but don't go to an H-E-B, go to a Target. So by that metaphor, she was meaning don't go to a place where it's filled with so many people and it can be super overwhelming. Go to a place like Target where it's a little bit more calm. I mean, obviously sometimes Target can get full, but you would make sure that it's not full that day. But you know, something a little bit more calmer. Do something calm, walks in the park, you know, just go out, walk for sure, because you don't want to be cooped up at home for so many weeks, you know. Sometimes you want to go out. Being cooped up at home can also make you a little crazy, you know. So go out, take walks with your baby, go to the park, go to a low people store, you know. After that incident, and after I had my postpartum appointment, we did end up going to the store later on that day. We went to Randall's, which is a grocery store. It's kind of like a Kroger's, if y'all are familiar with that. And Randall's had a lot less people. I feel like a lot of people don't go to Randall's, so I told my boyfriend, like, why don't we go to Randall's? And so we went to Randall's, and I felt good. Like, I was so proud of myself after we got back home, because I didn't feel a sense of overwhelmness. I did so good. I was able to quickly, well, we didn't spend a lot of time there. One second. Like I was saying, we gotta feed baby. But yeah, we didn't spend a lot of time there. We probably spent like about 20 to 30 minutes there, because we were getting a couple stuff for the house, some groceries, some fruit, you know, just to up the produce and stuff like that. But yeah, I felt great. Like, I didn't have an anxiety attack. I was just so happy that I was able to get through it and be okay. So I just want to tell you guys, be patient, because you're gonna be okay. Like, start slowly. Don't start like me, when you just first week after postpartum and having your child, you go straight to freaking Michael's or Home Goods. Like, don't do that. I really recommend, like, probably a couple days after you get discharged from the hospital, walk around your neighborhood, walk around the park, do something slow, like baby steps. I really just jumped into the freaking ocean, you know, and me being dumb, I really push myself to do things whenever I know I'm not comfortable with them. So, you know, everything is just an adjustment, you guys. Postpartum is definitely not easy. You drink your milk like a little crazy person. You look like you've never had milk in your life. But anyways, yeah, it's literally, postpartum's not easy, but it's definitely something that all moms, I mean, most moms experience, but we each get through them. It's not impossible, and it might seem like at that moment you won't get through how you're feeling, but I promise you, you will. So yeah, that was my journey, and like I said, postpartum is not an easy thing, but definitely something you can overcome. Alright, you guys, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video. So like I said, postpartum is different for everybody. Doesn't mean my experience will be the same as yours. And also, if you are having a hard time with your postpartum, please reach out to someone. I literally reiterate that, because I mean, we can't do it alone. Sometimes we need to reach out to other people and get a helping hand. As humans, we like to think that we can do things on our own, but we really can't, and sometimes we need help, especially postpartum, because we're adjusting to a lot of things. We're adjusting to our new mom body, we're adjusting to the mom life, we're adjusting to having a newborn, you know, so please reach out. So yeah, you guys, give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and please hit that bell button to be notified whenever I whoa, excuse me. Please hit that bell button to be notified whenever I post, and I hope to see you soon in my next video. Bye.